beauties, welcome to a makeup tutorial. It's been a while since I've done one for you guys, but since I was super inspired from my last trip to Sephora and I picked up so many awesome palettes, I asked you guys which palette you guys wanted me to do a look with, and you guys chose the Amrezy, also the Melt Cosmetics, which is gonna be another video that I really wanna do for you guys. But today I am going to be doing one look using this Amrezy and Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration, which I'm super excited about. This is one of my favorite palettes because it has shimmer, it has pressed pigment, has pressed glitter, it has neutral matte tones, so many different options and really fun colors. So today I will be doing a halo eye. This is, I think, one of the first times that I really attempt to do one. So I'll be showing you guys how I personally do it. And then I will be doing just using a few other really cool products like this highlight by Revlon, guys. Without further ado, let's get started with the makeup tutorial. So like I promised you guys, we are going to be doing a full-on eye look using the Amrezy and ABH collaboration. This is one of the items that I picked up on my most recent trip to Sephora, and it's probably going to be one of my last trips in a while because I have an abundance of makeup. And one thing that I started doing was actually setting a budget of how much I can spend in cosmetics and just really budgeting in general my whole entire life. And this month I gave myself a zero balance. So here is the gorgeous palette that I've shown you guys. So many beautiful colors. These are pressed pigments, so they're super pigmented. We have some matte shades down here, which are really beautiful. Just for base colors, we have the black. And then we also have on the top row, we have like Gemini and Cupcake and Liddy and Babe. Those are all pressed glitters. We have shimmer, we have mattes. It's such a beautiful palette. Honestly, the combinations are endless. So we're gonna start off with this brush here. This is a tapered blending brush, and I like this one specifically because it's really fluffy. I'm gonna pick up this color here, starting off. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. See how pigmented they are? Like, look at that. I'm gonna start by lightly blending this color onto the crease and also the brow bone. So next I'm going to start building out the darkness in the outer and the inner corner. And for that, we're gonna go into the color 1988, which is this dark matte brown. And I'm using this BH Cosmetics pencil brush. So just anything with a small fine tip. Pick up small amounts, tap off excess. And then what I'm doing is just starting to build out the darkness by lightly tapping in the outer corner. I'm going to do the same thing with the matte dark brown 1988, and that's going to go in the inner corner. Next, I'm going to do some blending, and for this I'm using a small tapered blending brush by Sigma. This is the E45, and I actually really love this one for specific blending because it's tapered to a point. So with this one, just grabbing it by the end, you might notice that it might start to diffuse some of that brown color, but that's fine because we're going to be building it up. This is the first layer, and something that I learned recently was just paying attention to the details makes the biggest difference in your eye makeup, especially when you're doing something with a lot of, like more of a technique, not your everyday makeup. I was actually watching last night a Japanese artist building miniature little cities and towns and rooms, and like the attention to detail that he did with every little thing that he was hand making was so inspiring, and it just made me think about how I can apply that same technique. I don't have to rush through my makeup. I can spend a little bit more time with technique and just building and details, and that really inspired me. So that's why I'm doing today's makeup look a little bit differently. I feel like I would have done something so simple that I do every single day. And a halo eye does require a little bit more technique, but it's always nice to try something different and a little bit more advanced so you can challenge yourself and get better. There's this next color here that I like right here. This one is a deep, almost burgundy pink, And this color is gonna go right on the edge of the dark brown. Keeping the center of the eye free of any eyeshadow. So we're gonna do all the blending like that. You can blend these colors back and forth. I'm gonna clean the same brush, and I'm actually gonna go into this color, which is a shimmer finish. It's called Reezy, and it's a beautiful shade of pink. I'm actually going to switch to one of my favorite blending brushes. This one's the Blending Pro Large 27 by Sephora Pro. Now I'm going to go back into 1988, which is the dark matte brown. I'm using a flat shader brush and picking up some of this dark brown color. And then very carefully, I'm just going to apply this color almost like right around the crease, all throughout. A little bit more in the inner corners, the outer corners, like that. And then I'm going to grab this clean brush. It's just a blending brush. I've had it for a really long time. I'm just going to grab it and start by going back and forth until I blend out that dark brown. For the highlight, I'm using this color here, which is called Wasted, and it is more of a pink tone highlight, but having that we are using a lot of pinks, I think this is going to be perfect. And I'm using a really flat shader brush, really dense as well, and I'm just going to pat this right beneath the eyebrow. Sometimes I even like to drag it all the way across. Like I'll put the majority of the shadow here, and then I'll drag it across all the way down the bottom just to kind of clean it up and give me a more defined eyebrow. Next, for the center of the eyelid, I'm really gonna make a pop, and for that I'm using this MAC Painterly Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and it's a really great base if you wanna do a cut crease, if you wanna just exaggerate a color specifically. I'm using a flat synthetic concealer brush. This one's by Sigma, the F75, and I just love how pointy it is. I'm gonna clean off my pencil brush, and then I'm just gonna go over the edges just a little bit, just to blend it out so there's not a harsh line in the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and just with my fingertip, I'm actually gonna go into Liddy, which is the pressed glitter. And this way you get the most payoff for the glitter as opposed to using a brush, because the brush is only going to pick up a little bit in each strand. The fingertip is the best way to apply it because you really are going to get so much glitter on your eyelid. So now for the lower lash line, we are going to start off with this color here with the same Pro Blending Brush by Sephora. This is going to be the first color that's going to go all across our lower lash line. And then I'm going to go into the dark matte brown and then this beautiful burgundy color here. And I'm using a pencil brush for this step. I'm going to tap it off, and I'm pretty much going to do the same thing, just drag the color all the way across the lower lash line. And then I'm going to open up my eye a little bit since I am rounding it off with a lot of dark colors like the dark brown and the dark burgundy. I have this Infallible nude eyeliner pencil that I really love. This pencil here is going to open up your eyes a little bit more without that obvious white line. Okay, so now let's work on the face makeup, all right? So I do have foundation. I have a little bit of concealer on, not really an eye brightener, but I do need to add a little bit more so it can brighten up underneath my eyes because I really love that look. So we're gonna start off with, for the face, what can we start off with? I'm actually going to go into Sunshine because I do wanna bronze my face. This one's by IT Cosmetics, and this one is specifically a bronzer. So for this one, I'm actually going to use this larger brush, and I'm going to go in here and really pick up the bronzer, and I'm just going to start on the forehead and do like a big 3. All right, so for highlight, which is one of the second to last steps that we're going to be doing, I'm using this Morphe brush. It's the 501. It doesn't have a name, but this is like one of my favorite brushes for highlight. And this is a new highlight called Twilight Gleam by Revlon. So it's a beautiful, beautiful color. Wow, that's so beautiful. This is so gorgeous. This is one of my new favorites. I'm doing a little bit of a C shape from like the tip of my eyebrow, and I bring it all the way down. I actually really love putting it on the apples of my cheeks because I feel like when I smile, it just lights up my face. And I am gonna do a little bit down the bridge of the nose. A little bit up here. And what I'm gonna do next, I'm also going to just blend it out like that, because I don't just want like a line of highlight. I wanted to blend it. I wanted to blend with everything else. So honestly, this is one of my favorite brushes. Next, I'm going to set all of this with a setting mist. This is a new one by a brand called LOV, and I got a really generous care package from this brand. But so far, what I'm really loving is the setting mist. So it's the Makeup Refresher Setting Mist and Primer. So you can use it before, during, and after. Okay, so we're almost done. Now we're gonna finish it off with the lip color. This is the Vinyl Lip Gloss by Kat Von D in the color Blossom, and it's a beautiful nude color, and I thought it'd be great for this entire look. So let's put it on. It smells really good, and this color is just absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous shade of nude. I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair down. As you guys can see, I did do my hair. I colored it back to my roots. I just feel like I always look so much better with my natural hair color, but I like to experiment once in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair done, and I'll be back to show you the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the makeup tutorial. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks, and I hope you guys get a chance to create this look yourself. So with that being said, please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content, and I can't wait to see you guys on my next video. I'll see you guys for sure in the comment section though. So till next time, have a blessed and beautiful day, and talk to you guys soon.